girls, welcome back to Cultura Shock. Today on the show, we have a multifaceted producer and a Mexican-American Bay Area local, a dear friend, Stephanie Franco. Stephanie, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having
So
me.
good to have you here.
I'm excited to be here.
So last year you helped produce a documentary, Re-Gentrification, and then this year you also produced kind of a short film, Cities Like Oakland. I feel like you're giving power to the people and you're really shining a light to the Bay Area.
Thank you.
Can you talk about your projects a little bit?
Yeah, so I'm coming from a film producer background and podcasting. It's been about a year since I've been doing like short narrative films. And so a lot of the work that I do is to really archive the brilliance of our community. And I'm from the Bay, so super proud to be from there. And a recent film that I produced is called Cities Like Oakland. It's more of a mental health story that also highlights the gentrification and the hardships that Bay Area locals are experiencing. So I really try to do a lot of projects that honor like the authenticity of our people and just reminding myself of like the community that I come from, which is the Bay Area.
That seems like to be a big part of your focus too, sort of the Latino community. What sort of inspired you really I mean, obviously it's the community that we come from, but what about the world sort of inspired you to focus on the Latino community and sort of your films?
Yeah, so both of my parents are Mexicanos, they're Mexican, and they immigrated to the US, and I'm also first generation, so first person in the family to go to college. So
Congrats.
I really just, thank you. I really want to honor those stories and continue to share them throughout all of my work, but I don't not only necessarily focus on that, like I also focus on like other communities that I also want to like work with and collaborate with and just like celebrate like their existence, because I feel media doesn't always highlight like the beauties of all of us. So definitely want to make sure to keep doing that.
Yeah, I kind of want to get into some of the controversies in producing this type of content. I mean, it shouldn't be controversial. It's our reality, right? But like in curriculums, they're banning books and they're calling it critical race theory, like a separate type of theory, as opposed to just this is people's actual realities. There is no theory to study. It's a
exactly.
So, and especially now with Hollywood, like I'm sure the budgets don't want to put like money towards things that could be controversial in that way, right? What have you seen personally in trying to like fund your projects?
I feel from my personal background as an indie producer, I want to encourage other people to like take that risk for themselves, bet on themselves, collaborate with the people next to them, like Issa Rae says, and really just create those stories, because if we do, and Hollywood does greenlight them, or if they give us those grants, they're still kind of watered down to an extent, and they may be tokenized in some shape or form.
Yeah.
And I just feel that they want authenticity, but it still gets kind of watered down to an extent.
I know what you're talking about. Can you tell us about that Issa Rae quote? Because I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't know if people really know about it.
So Issa Rae talks a lot about building with the people next to you versus like networking up. And I've had the chance to collaborate with like some of my bestest friends on projects, whether that's podcasts or films, and really just create with each other on like the skills that we have versus waiting for a big network to kind of greenlight a project.
Yeah, there's always that idea of like you going up to someone who's already made it and sort of like asking them for something and trying to network your way up. But if you are collaborating with the people that are next to you, I think it forms such a close connection. And that's something that I've realized in this industry is just having those connections with the people that are also grinding at the same time as you are and like hustling and doing all these different things.
Definitely.
Because at that point, once one of you makes it, like one of your friends, they can help you out, bringing you along. You're not networking up. There's so many celebrities that always hear about like, oh yeah, we used to live together.
Right.
And it's like the 3 biggest celebrities in the world right now. We used to live together in like a little thing, and that's really what it is. It's like collaborating with people around you. So Cultura Radio, perfect example of stuff that you've been able to build,
Yeah, definitely.
Steph, I feel like it takes a lot of courage for you to like stand your ground though and be like, you're not gonna get a watered down version of me, right?
Yes.
Do you find it difficult?
It's difficult. I feel, it's really difficult. Yeah. I feel a lot of just like what is expected is for people, or even in my own journey, is to just kind of like be quiet or not like speak out about things. But I feel in the stories that I want to tell and just like what I have created, it's radical in a sense where I don't water it down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is the real experiences, and I want to make people walk away feeling just empowered and to have thoughtful conversations and critical dialogue that can just kind of transform.
You know who doesn't be quiet, water down, or watch what they say? Old people.
Yeah.
Old people out there, like there's something that I keep talking about. Young people like, oh, expect it to be quiet. And that's a young people thing. Old people don't care.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Have you ever?
No,
They do not care at all. So I think we just gotta realize, like, be more like old people in that way. Where like they're saying that to us because we're young and we're doing stuff. So yeah. So we're on a good path, guys. We're on a good path. You're watching a young show here, so.
Hey, and we're tias and tios now, so we're also a little grown, you know?
We're grown, yeah. We're not
Where's the
fully,
confidence?
yeah. We're not little babies, but we're there. We're getting there. We got that confidence.
We're getting there.